So we all have a bad day. Everyone has a bad day. You, me, everyone. But how do we get out of those bad days? How can we bring ourselves back on track? How can we take ourselves out of that moment and state of mind? And that's what we're going to get into. Welcome to the Rise to Thrive show. I'm your host, James Boardman. And if you are coming through, please do let me know. Either drop a love heart, drop me a comment, or share this with somebody that you think it might help with. See my umbrella hovering behind me. It's due to pour down in a minute. How are we doing? Big day tomorrow. Big Remember the Mission seminar up at Aston Villa Stadium in Birmingham. First one of the year. Biggest event of the year for men. Looking forward to making it an annual event as well. Look out on Monday. Hope you're looking forward to getting your teeth stuck into that. I need a root canal. It is killing. So listen, how often do you have bad days? Tell me if you have bad days. What does your bad day look like? Do you get out of your bad day? What do you do to get out of your bad day? Or does it just completely consume you and eat you alive? And you know, there are some days. Do you know those days when you're just going through life and nothing happens for you? Or you're going along and you drop your phone and it cracks. You're walking along and you get your arm caught on the door handle and you're like, mother, like, Jesus. You get bad news, or there's somebody really annoying you and being really toxic around you, or something hasn't gone the way you want it to go. Whatever it is, we're human beings, so we're creatures of emotion. And even the most accomplished and level-headed people will at some point have a bad day, and it just gets too much. And I come up with this little 3-step system that I use when I'm in a bad day. And what it does is, number one, makes me aware that I'm having a bad day and that I'm slowly losing the grip of the day. I'm losing the fight. Okay, but it also allows me to manage the ego and get myself out of that bad day, right? So it's called stop, pause, eject. Stop, pause, eject. And what I want you to do, if you are having a bad day and you're going along and you're like, oh my God, this day's horrendous, I just want you to stop. Okay? Just stop in your tracks and stop to recognize that you are having a bad day. Jesse, just do that. Literally just stop. Allow your ego to drop and allow yourself just to stop in the tracks and go, it's not happening today, it's a bad day. Okay? And that's what the pause side of things comes in. Because in that moment of stopping and pausing, we reflect. We come out of that little rut, that little ripple that we're on, that little momentum stream of heading downhill. And sometimes, when we're in such a bad mood, or emotions are high, or we're losing the day, we don't realise that. Okay, we don't stop enough. I mean, how many times you just sit on a bench and just looking to nothing for 10 minutes? Do you know how therapeutic sometimes it is with all of the chaos that we have in our lives? We just sit there. Sometimes in it's daylight here where we are, we just sit here and just look out to sea, and I just be like, oh, didn't know where I was before that. Like, you know, it completely clears your mind. Because as men, we're so on the go, we're so like putting pressure on ourselves, self-pressure, responsibilities, all of the time. But if we stop and we pause, and then we eject ourselves out of that state of mind. Stop, pause, reflect, eject. I've actually just only included that reflect. It kind of rhymes quite nicely. But that's what we do. And the more that we can do that, the more second nature it becomes, the better the coping mechanism, the stronger the depth of the coping mechanism. So we can stop letting things that really are not important consume us, right? Because we do, we let the smallest of microest things drive us mental. That's why we have to start taking control. That's why we have to. Come here, babe. That's why we have to regain control. And doing something like a stop, pause, eject system, it gives us and regains us control of our emotions, of the day, and it's great strength of character, great principles and values that we can build up from that. It's like, you're not owning me. So next time you're having a bad day, I just want you to stop. I just want you to pause and then eject yourself out of that mood. Okay, I want you to give it a go. It's going to be really hard to start with, over and over and over and over. Okay. And then at the end of the day, I want you to go home. And my mate Jenna taught me this. Write down all the things that were good. And what we start doing is shifting the mentality. Shift the mentality. Finish the day on a high. Finish the day on a positive. Okay? Constantly battling or working. Battling, the right word? Constantly working to shift the mindset. Alright guys? Listen, if you're coming tomorrow, I can't wait to see you. Unfortunately the books didn't come through on time. However, we are going to be taking orders. You can buy the book from us, and when I'm back home next Friday, because I'm up in Birmingham all week, we will send you a copy of that signed book. All right, and then the book comes out on Monday, obviously on the Rise to Thrive show. I might even read you a page or two and encourage you to go out and buy that book, because I really think it's going to work well. I was actually reading it last night, and I got caught up in my own book and my own story part at the beginning. The first part is a little bit more about my background, which I think a couple of people asked about that. So, just giving you what you asked for. Hopefully, you're all going to love it. Oh God, where am I going? Hopefully, you're all going to love it. It's quite nerve-wracking to see what the reaction is, but the people that I asked to proofread it all come back and said it was great. So hopefully you'll think the same. Listen, if I see you tomorrow, I cannot wait to see you. It's going to be party time in the evening in Birmingham as well. I say that and I'll be asleep by 10. But have a great weekend. And if you're not coming, I'll see you Monday.